Hi world. I don't know who's left to listen to this, or I have no idea honestly what I'm gonna say. I have no script or words. I just want to share where I'm at personally. Here in one of the places which feels really like home to me in Israel. It's a really magical place where we spent years like playing music here and laughing and giggling and dancing and praying and hosting so many people from all over the world here in this place by the fire, singing songs in every language: Turkish, English, Hebrew, Arabic. Maybe some of you remember, some of you have been here. And now this place is just closed, empty. All the weddings and celebrations that were supposed to happen here are not happening. The owner is got a weapon and in uniform and patrolling and protecting, along with many other family men. So my brothers and sisters just patrolling the area to keep the citizens safe, as we're surrounded by Arab villages, like everywhere in Israel, Arab countries. So just really came on because I haven't, and I think I don't have a word more than like I need to invent a new word to describe bewildered, mind-blown, flabbergasted, shocked, furious, disappointed, heartbroken, bewildered, all rolled into one to describe how I feel. We just have this little habit now that we do whenever a warplane goes over, just praying, because I know people flying those planes. I know their families, I know their children, I know their parents. So just taking a moment to pray that they come home safe and sound to their families. And thank you for protecting us against evil. So what can I say? I'm coming on because some of you maybe still follow me. Maybe if I get through to one person, like it's been 3.5 weeks now. There's still, we don't even know, honestly, over 240 civilians still held hostage by Hamas, ISIS, brutal rapists, murderers, butchers with no soul, indoctrinated from birth to murder every Israeli, regardless if they're Arab, Muslim, Druze, Bedouin. kill every Jew and infidel and on the planet. Yeah, so the first thing is 3.5 weeks, hostages, people murdered. Where's the murdered? I don't know where you are. I don't know where the countries of these people who were murdered and held hostages. I don't know where their families are. I don't know where the cry from all these countries is about sending humanitarian aid, the Red Cross into Gaza to check on these people, babies, a 9-month-old baby, children, 2-3-year-old children, like 30, 40 of them, without their mothers, parents. They've witnessed their mothers raped and butchered and dismembered and beheaded and their fathers shot in front of their little eyes. But the world is calling for humanitarian aid for Gaza, and hundreds of trucks of humanitarian aid are sent in by Israel to Gaza, water, medical supplies, and no medical aid or humanitarian aid has been sent for our hostages. I can't even. Sorry, I said I'd film this in a really calm, collected moment after doing yoga and sleeping under the stars. After being told online to cool down and like, wow, you're so aggressive. I don't deal with hostile energies and vibrations. Do you know what it's like to live for 3.5 weeks with all your friends and family members burying their loved ones, crying for their loved ones to come home, not sleeping, running to bomb shelters 5 times a day, watching your cat absolutely traumatized, not sleeping and eating, sick with worry about what's happening to these kidnapped people, not knowing if people are dead or alive, hearing stories about your friends who were raped to death in front of their friends at a peace festival, at a dancing on psychedelics, all of us having nightmares. I have nightmares every night about these paragliders. It's kind of it's just a common thing in our country right now. It's just like, yeah, not sleeping and waking up. All of us have escape routes from everywhere. Like, what do we do, when terrorists come into our house in the middle of the night? Do I grab that knife, or do I just run out the roof and jump off the roof? Do I grab my cat first? Do I take my phone? This is where we're at. Absolutely sick with despair and sick and horrified watching all of you supporting Hamas, crying about the innocent human, the innocent children of Gaza, the human shields of the Hamas terror organization, which are keeping them, not letting them leave, shooting them, not letting them evacuate, while Israel tries to save them and their own government holds them hostage, and you are gathering money and sending to Hamas, talking about the genocide when you don't even fucking know what you're talking about. Yeah, supporting terror. While my brothers have left their babies and their families, and they're mourning their family members, people who have been protesting in the streets against our right-wing government and Bibi Netanyahu for 3.5 years, to zero care from any of you or support from you or any attention from you, who said they would not fight to defend a dictatorship, have abandoned their everything, their ideals, and because they have no choice, and gone and grabbed a weapon and a uniform to go and protect all of us. While my friends, people that I have danced on at dance floors with for 20 years are saying October 7th never happened, and that they don't have proof, and that we made it up. So I'm just gonna say right here, if any of you don't know what happened on October 7th and would like to see photos of beheaded babies and children dismembered and burned alive, and a pregnant woman alive having her unborn baby cut out of her belly and stabbed in front of her. If you would like to see that footage to believe that it happened, hit me up. I will send it to you. Because these inhumane monsters filmed it themselves and live streamed it on social media, uploaded, murdering elderly women to their own Facebook accounts, raped women while they called their mothers so that they could hear them scream. And yeah, thank you for reminding us why we have a Jewish country, why we need a Jewish country, and we will defend it to death, with pleasure, with honor, with dignity, standing up for the truth, standing up for the freedom of all religions, of all races, of all colors, of all sexual orientation, for women's rights, flourishing and blooming culture in a desert where there was nothing, bringing to life, reviving, rejuvenating language and tradition and music and dance and culture. And we will continue to do that despite whatever you think. And that's just how we do. So I'm sending the only prayer for humanity that I have at this time, for a trickle of love, just a trickle of love to enter your ignorant, arrogant hearts, your hate-filled hearts. Pray for the protection of all my brothers and sisters on the front lines, for their families back at home, praying for them, for all the hostages to come home safe and sound. For light to overcome darkness. For all our allies, our spirit animals, our ancestors, for the angels to spread their wings of protection and light as we battle the evil forces. And we shall prevail because we have no choice. And here come the thunder beings.